of our new people planning feature in Salesforce. I have logged into our Salesforce as Jake, and when you log in, you will see a new tab called People Planner. And when you click on the People Planner tab, it will take you to a screen that looks very much like our existing spreadsheet. And this will show all the entries by project, by resource, by role, and the hours that we are requesting based on a Monday through Friday work week. So we have a couple of features on here. One is the date selector for the week starting. So you'll want to select the week, which if we do this on Thursdays, it'll be the following Monday. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at 4/21. And then we have a filter over here. And you'll want to most likely select requester. So that's who is requesting the hours. And then choose your name. And you can see here that Jake has not entered anything yet. So I'm going to go ahead and enter a couple of items. The first column is project, second column is resource. These are lookups to the project tab and the Cashboard user tab for the resources. So we've got a couple sample projects in here. I'm going to go ahead and use Apple FileMaker, and I'm going to put Jake in as the consulting manager and say he's got 2 hours a day, and I'm going to add Apple FileMaker again, and we're going to put in Krishna as one of the other resources, and I'm going to select her as a developer. And I'm going to say we need to get a couple things knocked out really quick first thing in the week. Once you've entered a few items, go ahead and click Save. That'll save it to the database. And then from here, you can actually clone, delete, or add a completely new blank row. So if I want to clone something to make it easy, so maybe I'm going to need James as a resource, another developer, but maybe I need James later in the week for a couple of items here. And I'm going to go ahead and then click Save. So that's the entry screen. The way that we're going to analyze this is that we've created a couple of reports, and the links are right here on the page. So I can click Project Planning by Role, and this will give me the ability to see grouped by the 3 roles that we currently have. Which projects each resource has been allocated to, and we can look to see the spread during the week and then the total. And on this particular report, planning by role, we have an additional field off to this side called overbooked, and what that does is it looks at any of the entries for any given day and say they've exceeded 8. Now some of these hours may be defensive, and so we might want to say, well, that's okay. It won't prevent you from over allocating somebody. And so it gives us some flexibility. And we also have another report that is planning by project, so we can actually see from a project perspective that we're expected to work 55 hours this week on FileMaker, 25 hours on Network Fleet, and then 20 hours on VRS. And this will help from the project manager's perspective to see, is this the appropriate burn rate for the project that we're working on, or are we over or are we under? So anyways, this is being deployed into our production environment, and we would like to start using it. So please jump in and enter your time for next week. We want to also make sure that we're entering time for all roles, not just developers, again, so that we can expand our view of resources outside of just developers and look at the projects more holistically. So looking for feedback as well on this. This is our MVP, and we've already got a couple of ideas for some enhancements, but wanted to get this out in everybody's hands and get some feedback. So thanks so much, and looking forward to giving our wonderful people planning spreadsheet a wonderful Irish wake.